So there's a few things that I don't do as a married woman. Number one, I do not cook for my husband.
Oh.
I only cook for my children. My husband will be making his own breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Number two, I do not help him pay any bills. So if he is short on the rent, on utilities, or anything like that, it is not my problem. I will not be helping him out. His job is to provide for his family, so I am not financially contributing to any of the bills. Number three, I do not do his laundry. I have my own laundry and my children's laundry to do, so he could do his own. I won't help him put it away. I won't help him fold anything. That's his responsibility. Number four, he is responsible for replacing any of his essentials like soap, shampoo, anything like that. He needs to go buy it himself. Even if I'm at the store, I will not be replacing it for him. If he needs new underwear, new socks, or anything like that, that's for him to do. I'm not going to do it for him. I'm not going to enable a perfectly grown ass adult because then they get used to that shit. So, no.
Guys, what's your take on this one? I mean, it's it's a touchy subject. What she says, so she doesn't make his life any easy. You know, she doesn't cook for him, she doesn't wash for him, she doesn't look out for him in any way.
So I 1000% agree with this comment right here. Wow, she may be outrageous, but the comments are insane. Apparently, men only get married to get a maid. Yikes. The way half of these men are talking in my comments, you could literally tell that they make their woman do all these things for them. Some men are like, if my wife is not cooking for me, cleaning for me, she's out the door. You cannot force a woman to do any of these things for you. It's a privilege for a woman to treat you like that. And I get it. It's expected because you get married. The wife is the one that usually takes care of the household. But if your woman doesn't do none of those things, it doesn't make her less of a woman. You cannot force a woman to do these things. In a marriage, everything should be 50-50. You're not going into a marriage to get yourself a maid, to get yourself someone that's going to do everything for you. You're more than capable of doing things yourself. It's just men feel entitled for women to do it for them. And I hope these same men that are saying they'll kick their wife out if they don't do this, if they're not cleaning, if they're not, like that. Like, I hope you give your wife something in return. Because, like I said, marriages should be 50-50. She shouldn't be the one, having to hold everything down. I get it. You're working. You provide for the household. But women deserve better than that. Women deserve to be treated with respect, not to be treated like if they're, your servant. Like, it doesn't hurt for a man to make dinner for his wife once in a while. It doesn't hurt for a man to go and wash the dishes.
Talked about like marriage being 50-50, but in this case the marriage she's in with the husband is 100% and she's on zero, and she's talking about like it doesn't hate for a man or the husband to once in a while cook for the family and do dishes. Okay, so what she's saying in short is she expects the husband to not only to provide for the family and do his own thing and cook for himself, to also cook for her, to also do things for her. So her, she wants to be on zero contribution to the marriage and the husband should go above and beyond. It's not a marriage contributing anything towards this man, and yet she's expecting that man should be able to do certain things and help her with the certain things with the chores at home, yet he cooks for himself. I mean, he basically doing everything for himself. And she's talking about marriage being 50-50. Sorry, lady, but your 50 here, we can't see it. We can't see your 50 contribution here. Because if you talk 50-50, then even finances, well, maybe you don't really have to do 50% of the finances, but there are certain things that you can help your man with to make his life easy, because he provides financially, and yet he has to do his laundry, he has to cook for himself, he has to do all other things.
Somebody's luggage is out the door. Oh my god. I have to see if my luggage is out the door. Let's see. Oh my goodness. I hope it's not. Let's see. Oh no. Oh, God. I'll check again tomorrow.
So she had all the time to respond to all the comments, all the time to respond to all the comments. Why? Because she's not doing anything. She doesn't work, and maybe whatever she's saying that she does for the children, maybe it's just 2 hours in a day, 3 hours in a day, at different times. Of course, maybe 10 minutes of doing that, 15 minutes of doing that, and the rest of the time now she has time to make videos to respond to the comments. Those guys that are saying maybe how she feels like they're being negative over her stance on her marriage. But anyway, maybe they understand each other. So who are we outsiders to tell them how they should live their life? Maybe they are happy like that. Maybe the guy likes it like that.
Treating your husband like a grown man and not like a child. I love it. Exactly, because why are we enabling these grown-ass men and doing everything for them? It just makes no sense to me. He is my husband, not a child. I am his wife, not his mother. I don't understand why these men want a woman to bow down to them. If you want a woman to do your laundry, to cook for you, to do everything for you, then move back to your mama's house. Like, it's screaming mommy issues. Some of these grown men treat their women like shit, and then they feel like they're entitled to a woman doing everything for them. A lot of men out there are more than capable to do everything that their woman is doing for them. They're just taking advantage of the situation. Treating him like a grown-up is the best way to ensure he learns and grows. Treating him like an adult means that he can handle his own stuff. And in the meantime, I'll focus on being the best partner I can be in other ways. I figured he's a grown man and he could handle his responsibilities, and I could handle mine. Treat these men like men, don't treat them like children.
So that comment is from a fellow woman. She's actually supporting. She's saying, oh yeah, she loves the fact that he does that. I mean, for a man to pay all the bills and do whatever he does, I mean, he's already grown up. And you don't need to teach him or treat him in a certain way to make him feel like, oh, he needs to learn some lessons. No, the man knows what he needs to do for him to even, but it's just, I don't maybe sort of somehow understand maybe why. Maybe he needs you as the maid, as somebody, the nanny. Also, best that she's just a nanny, you know. She's a wife who's turned into a nanny, so he's keeping her around as a nanny. So, lady, if you're watching this video, that man has just kept you around as a nanny. He doesn't have to pay you because you have to eat his food and live under the roof. So you have accommodation and accommodation and also the food. So you are a nanny. You are not a wife. You are a nanny. And maybe he knows it. He's also like, oh, you know what? Once in a while, she'll be attending to me in the bedroom. She's a nanny. I mean, guys, unless maybe you feel otherwise, but if you look at what she said here, she's basically a nanny. She's there to take care of his kids. So he's not paying her enough to do other things like maybe do his laundry and cook for him. So she's just a nanny to take care of the kids. Guys, let's continue listening to the nanny. Alright, so Benny Bloop here wants to know what is my purpose. And it's quite simple. My purpose is to be the queen of the castle. I just sit back on my throne and I supervise the peasants. I mean, my husband. No, but all jokes aside, my husband is very lucky to have me. Like, I could promise you that he's very, very lucky. And I'm pretty sure my husband has endless stories to tell his friends, his co-workers about how much of a helpful wife I am. But also, my purpose is to make sure that my husband never feels outshined by my cooking, by my cleaning, or my laundry skills. It's called selfishness. I need to make sure that he knows that he could do everything that I could do, or even better. But no, let's be for real. My purpose is to keep the couch warm and to keep the remote close. It's a vital role in our marriage, and that's what works for us. But what that video proved to me was that men clearly do not pay attention. Yes, they watched the video, but they didn't read no captions or hashtags, and they fell right into the trap. So that was a proven fact that men don't pay attention. You can't multitask and watch a video and read at the same time. All these men are so mad for no reason. Oh, maybe I also missed the caption, but like, she's a nanny. Come on, she's not a wife, she's a nanny. So if you're a woman that's watching, you should know that, you can be a nanny if you like, or a wife, but this one, she's a nanny. And she's not paid. Of course, she's paid in accommodation and the food she's enjoying and other things. So she's a nanny. Let's continue watching, guys. So she's responding again to another comment because she's bored or she has nothing to do as a nanny. Maybe the kids go to school or other things, or they sleep if they are very small. So if me and my husband were to get divorced, I definitely would not be crying. If you guys want to know what I'm talking about, just click this comment and it'll take you straight to the video. First things first, if that was to happen, I'll make sure that I get alimony from him. So in the end, I'm still going to be winning because he's still going to have to be giving me money. And then if the judge doesn't approve the alimony, we have 5 children. So you best believe I'm going to be getting child support for every single one of those children. So it actually benefits him if we both stay together. Because if not, he's going to be wasting a whole lot more money than he does right now. So I'll probably just cry, but from laughter. But we're over here too busy enjoying the humor to be worried about divorce. Like, divorce is not even a thought right now. But when it is, if it is,
then I know I'm gonna be getting a good child support check. Period.
You know what? She's delusional. And if she thinks maybe her life will be easier than it is as a man, or nanny, sorry, as a nanny, she's delusional. There are a lot of women that have cried and degraded that because they are unable to live a quality life that they lived when they were married. Because it's different now, they have to pay bills. And she's talking like this and saying maybe her source of income will be alimony and child support. Even if the system is sort of rigged against men. I mean, we've had so many women regret these decisions. Guys, thanks for watching and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next one.